So hello guys, welcome to this amazing YouTube channel again, era of medico. हाँ ठीक है, बोलने में थोड़ा सा अलग है। तो आज का हमारा टॉपिक है बायोकेमिस्ट्री और ये हमारा फर्स्ट वीडियो है बायोकेमिस्ट्री का और ये इंट्रो पार्ट है. So I will be going to explain you what biochemistry is, how to study biochemistry, what are the fields in biochemistry, and other stuff. You guys are intelligent, you can understand. So let's start. So why we study biochemistry? Of course, to study biochemicals. Why is it necessary to study biochemicals? Because biochemicals are used for medicine, without which you cannot treat a patient. So, biochemical is a language of biology that you have studied so far long, used for research in medicine. Okay, then and how does we normally do? So biochemical analysis is done by analyzing different type of body fluids like blood, like lymph, like extracellular fluids, etc. So biochemistry is also known as physiological chemistry. What chemistry? Physiological chemistry. Why we are using the physiology of every biochemical? We are studying those. That's why it is known as biochemistry or physiological chemistry. Now let's talk about the main important things in biochemistry. That is the biomolecules. What is the importance? What is why we are discussing the biomolecules? Biomolecules, 99% of body have, O2, H2, carbon, nitrogen, calcium, and phosphorus, in which 60% is water, 15% is your protein, 15% is lipid, 2% is carb, and 8% are minerals. What are those minerals? And those are very important. In biochemistry, we normally talk about the chemicals which make the living being living, like living. Yes, living. So molecules of organisms are built from 30 precursors. What does this mean? That 30 type of precursors are used to make a living organism. And what are these precursors are known as? So these precursors are known as alphabets of biochemistry. What are these? So these are 20 of amino acids, 2 of purine, 3 of pyrimidine. You know these names. Just recall from the neet UG studies. Sugars like normally we use glucose and ribose. Glucose in DNA, ribose in RNA. Glucose in metabolism also. DNA में तो deoxyribose ना, palmitate, glycerol, and choline also. Now, how can we study the metabolic processes? This is a very important question. Study of processes, metabolic processes. So first, we have to discuss how many types are there for the metabolic processes, and there are three types. First is your primary metabolism. This refers to the digestion. Second is your secondary metabolism, and this refers to your oxidation of the food absorbed, the nutrients I right here. And third is your tertiary metabolism. What we do, reduce all the oxidative products, reduce oxidative products to form what? To form energy currency of cell. And what is that? That is the ATP, the energy currency of the mitochondria. Mitochondria makes it. No? There are two processes that are anabolism and catabolism. Anabolism means making, synthesizing something. Catabolism means breaking or breakdown of something. In easy language, I am writing that. Now talk about some forces acting in living world. Forces in living chemicals. What are these forces? You know all of them. All of you have already read in the class 11 course. First is your covalent bond. Second is your ionic bond or electrostatic bond, which is also known as. Third is your hydrogen bond. The notes will be available in the Telegram group. So go and join the group. It will be beneficial for you. What are hydrophobic interaction? Students have major concern over this. Hydrophobic interaction. Because all of the bonds we have studied already. But why we are doing MBBS if we have studied all of them already? Because to elaborate more of these in more terms. Okay, I will be. Now, hydrophobic interaction. So, non-polar group have tendency to associate. It's just like a magnet attracting another magnet with each other. But what is here that here we are not talking about magnets, we are talking about the non-polar groups, right? And this is known as the hydrophobic interaction. The non-polar groups actually interact by elimination of water, so it eliminates water. That's why bond is known as hydrophobic bond. You already know what phobia means. Of course, fear of something. So hydrophobic means fear of water. Hydrophobic bond. It looked like you are revising the class 11th and 12th. But what we can do? Intro part look like this. The fourth type of bond we see in living organisms is van der Waals force. You have heard and studied lots on these force also. But you have to know now that there is 1 kcal energy per mole of a molecule when there is availability of van der Waals force. That means when you broke 1 mole of van der Waals force, the energy released will be 1 kcal. That means 1 calorie, 1 kilocalorie, whatever you told. It is unaffected by pH change and stability of protein. As you know that protein have 3 structure: primary, secondary, tertiary and quaternary also, and these are stabilized by the van der Waals forces, disulfide bonds, etc. So stability of protein structure preserve non-polar inferior sorry interior protein surface. What does this mean? This means that the stability of protein structure preserve non-polar interior protein surface. Means the same that I have told you, that the van der Waals force stabilizes the protein and maintain the protein structure from the inside. Now let's talk about the most expensive thing of our body. Actually expensive nahi, most common thing our body, that is the water, because it is 70 to 80% in cells, and it is a universal solvent, as you know. There are two thermodynamics principles also we have to discuss in this intro part. Already you have discussed all these in the chemistry section of NEET UG preparation. Principle of thermodynamics. First law you should have remembered. What's the first law? First law is like this: delta E is equal to delta Q minus delta W. That means the energy is equal to the energy in the body or heat minus work done by the body. And this law is also known as conservation of energy. The second law we have to all of you know is entropy. Entropy of system decreases with increase in what? Entropy of surrounding. Okay, the notes will be available. I'm saying it again and again. Go and subscribe the YouTube channel and Telegram channel, and join the Telegram group. There's one more thing we have to discuss, that is the Gibbs free energy. You all know you have solved lots and lots of questions, and if someone had got less marks in chemistry, so these are the reasons why you got less marks, because these things have always disturbed you. So delta G is the change in free energy You have remembered that when delta G is negative, then the reaction is spontaneous. When the delta G is positive, the reaction is non-spontaneous. When the delta G is zero, the reaction is in the equilibrium. Now, there are three type of reaction. First is your exothermic, second is your equilibrium, and third is your endothermic. There are two main reactions we focus in biochemistry, and we discuss it again and again, that anabolism and catabolism. How do you differentiate between them? Anabolism in preparation of something and catabolism is breakdown of something. Thinking what does happen here? When something is made, then energy is actually used. So for making something you have to use energy. That's why the anabolism process is endothermic. For it requires the energy, it consumes the energy to produce something. When you break something, energy is released. This is the common concept of chemistry. So when you break something, energy also released in the form of heat, light, or any other source. So this catabolism is exothermic because we are breaking things, we are breaking molecules in it. So that's all for today, and in the next video I will be discussing about domains membrane equilibrium. Just write the name of the topic: domain membrane equilibrium, and next of that also we are going to discuss about cells, and you all know about cells also. So these were two chapters actually. First two chapter of the biochemistry is normally the basic revision of class 11 and 12 that you have already done many times during the neet UG preparation. So that's all for today, and this is the intro of biochemistry, and the videos are going to come soon. Soon. What is soon? I upload the video every next day. That is too soon. Well, I am preparing the playlist, whole of the playlist for you guys. That when you goes in the college and willing to find some free videos on YouTube to watch and get all of the knowledge, then you will search my channel and you will find all of those. So please like the video, subscribe the channel, comment on the video, press the bell icon as usual. I think and I say what to do, like subscribing and like. So goodbye guys. Thank you for watching this video.